thank you guys for joining. I'm sorry about this miscommunication throughout the weeks. Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you the basics. I don't know if y'all saw the videos ahead of time. So if you didn't, I can just reenact everything so you can see it a little simpler, fast paced. So in your kit, you're supposed to have got an Arduino. I'm gonna switch cameras so you can see more. Let me see. Okay. So this is the Arduino that you have received in your kit. Right now I have it connected to the computer. So this way, if you see a green light, you know it's good. If you see a yellow light, you know it's good. Green light meaning it's on, yellow light meaning it's functioning with the code that you already have on here. Right now I have a code on here, so that's why it's yellow over here. So has anybody has everybody used a microcontroller before? Or that explain anything extra? Or can you okay, that's fine. I can break it down for you. Alright, so each pins have names on them, so it's really useful. So if we start up here at the top, you will see that it will start off with the restart with 3 volts, 5 volts ground, and input into the Arduino. So if you ever have a external power source, instead of hooking it up to the power source over here or through the computer, you can always power it through the VN. Also, there's analogs over here, so you can control the voltages that comes out of these pins instead of having directly 5 volts. Down here, we also have another reset button. Oh, I'm sorry, I have a ground. And then we have 13 pins over here. These 13 pins are digital, so they're automatically going to be 5 volts. You cannot control these voltages that come out here. So usually some people, if using resistors or not for your LEDs, some people use the analog to dim the LEDs, and or you can just use the direct ones on the other end. And then this red button over here is a restart button. So whenever you want to restart the code, you can press that button. And this is your power source in, and you can connect to the computer. It's really simple. You have any questions? Alright, good. Alright, so right now I'm going to show you how to connect this LED to the board, and so we can start programming it. So you need 2 wires, and then 1 LED. Any color choice, I gave you multiple choices, and 1 resistor. That's all you need for right now. You want to connect the LED and you want to connect the LED on the board. Thank you. Okay. Focus. Alright, so right now I have the LED connected to the board. I have it going vertical, not horizontal. Horizontal meaning that those two pins will be connected to each other, which you can think of it as being one pin at the end of the day. So you don't want to do it that way. So I'll show you. I have the long end at the top and the short end at the bottom. Short end goes to ground. Put it in the back. Short end goes to ground, and you want the resistor to connect to the long end. So I'm going to go directly to the ground. And then I have the resistor connected to the other end of the LED. Somebody's getting blown up. Alright. Oh. What are they saying? Are you casting a video anywhere? If not, that's fine. Oh, okay. No, not online anywhere. I'm just recording it so I can place it online later. I was thinking about doing a live YouTube, but I don't think I'm really that professional to be doing that. Short end to ground and positive end. Well, let me take this brightness off. Kind of bright. Okay, so short end is to ground and the long end is connected to the resistor. I don't know if you can see that. And then I have the resistor coming into another row. And then the other end of the resistor going into 5 volts. This is just to test that the LED works. And I recommend if you buy any electronics, please test and make sure that they work before you start doing anything. So if you see it light up, then you're good to go. So we're gonna take the pin from the 5 volts and put it into the 13. This is Arduino. If you don't know how to download it, I will send out the link. It's really simple. It's not that bad. So if you take a look at it, I'm gonna start from the basics just in case nobody knows how to code. So void setup, as you can see in the comments, this comes with it automatically. So the comments comes with it if you're starting off fresh new. So the void setup is just the initiation. So like if I want to initiate that I'm using pin 13, I'm going to put it into void setup. And so it only does it once, and then it will never come back to that loop ever again. Then if you go into void loop, this will be where all the meat and potatoes is going to be at for the code. So if you ever want to do anything with the LED, you can put it inside of void loop, and then it'll keep looping until you tell it to stop. So it's really easy. It comes with examples also. So we're going to go to basics, and we want to simply blink at the LED. And it's good that it comes, let me stop chewing my gum, that it comes with answers to any questions that you have, links, how to set it up, what pin you're going to be using, etc. So right now, Okay, so as you can see on here, they have the LED bulletin and then the output. LED bulletin is just a pin that's on your Arduino, so it'll just flash the LED that's already on there for you. So if we want to use 13, all you have to do is type in 13, and the same thing is. So digital write, we're using the digital pin 13, so we're going to write it to high, meaning we're going to send 5 volts to it. So we're going to turn it on, wait a second, so we're delaying for 1,000 milliseconds, and then we're going to go and turn it off, which is low, 0 volts, and we're going to delay that for a second, and it's going to keep flashing. So you want to make sure that your code is working properly, so you want to press verify at the top. And you'll see that it says done compiling. That means your code is working correctly. Then you press upload. This is after you're connected to it. So if you have done that, you will be able to see that your LED is flashing properly. Okay. So you can see that it's flashing. And simple of changing that delay to like we can do 10 milliseconds, and I can show you the difference between the two. So I'm uploading it. I should blink it really fast for you. So 10 milliseconds is so fast that you cannot see it blinking. So that goes great if you're trying to do like multiple LEDs at one time. So I'll try to slow it down a little bit more so you can see it. There you go. So and that's just messing with the delays. So we didn't even get into anything yet. So if anybody has any questions, I can just go ahead and move on to the next. Okay. One thing I recommend, if you're ever trying to change anything on your Arduino, disconnect your Arduino from your hardware and then set up your own setup. So I'm going to go to the next one, and then we're going to do 4 LED. Alright, so we're going back to our original code. Actually, we can just edit the one that we have. That'll be a little more easier. Alright, so we're going to have 4 LEDs, and we're going to use pin 13 through 10. We can do that. So copy and paste is your friend. Okay. All I'm doing is copying and pasting, so I hope nobody is getting lost already. And I'm making sure that every LED is being turned off and turned on. Yep. and you wire them up the same way as you did previously. So the long end is connected to the resistor, and the short end is connected to ground. And the good thing about this, all the grounds can be the same pin. So, but all power cannot be the same. Okay. One thing that while you're doing this, if you ever get really into this, is make sure you're color coordinating everything so you don't get confused. And which I don't have right now. Alright. So I have my ground as orange. It looks brighter. So you can see it right there. So as you can see, let me see if I can get a little closer. So all the orange wires are looping right now, so I have them all connected. I'm sorry they're so big. So I have the ground going into this. Well, I have the ground end going into this ground end, going into this ground end, going into ground. So I have the orange one coming out for the ground. And on the other side, I have all the resistors connected. So each output has its own I think I'm missing a wire. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Yeah, I'm missing a wire. Yeah. This is 1. This is 2. Well, this is 3. Okay. This is ground. Yeah, I'm missing a wire. Alright, so what's up? Orange. So all of them are the same. And I need one more output. I'm trying to coordinate, but this ain't working as much as I wanted to. Okay. So I have a lonely wolf. I don't have another yellow wire, but orange is ground, and I try to make yellow all the positive ends. So now we want to make sure that we disconnect the Arduino, so we don't get any shocks or short circuits or anything. So we have this one. This could be our last one, so we can connect this to 10. Let's see if I can get a good close look on it. Alright. That's 10. The next one you connect it to 11 and all the way to 13. Is anybody having any problems before I continue on? Okay, good. So then you connect this one to ground. Okay, so now if I hook this up correctly, I'm gonna put y'all guys on pause with my camera. Okay, so right now we still have that 13 still flashing because I didn't upload the new one. Sorry guys, it's so bright. So I'm gonna upload the new code that we just edited and see if everything's working properly. Yep, there you go. Sorry it's so bright. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. So, like I said before, we can always slow it down, do whatever you want to them. So, I think the next thing I'm gonna show you guys is how to count in binary. Does anybody not know how to count in binary? Please let me know before I continue. Alright, I can do that, that's fine. Alright. Alright, so everybody knows how to count regular. So we're gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're gonna stop there. Okay, so to count in binary, how would I try this? Okay, so to count in binary, we're gonna do each bit, huh? Yeah, well, I was gonna show them that, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. We're just gonna see how it works. Okay. I'm gonna do it like that. Okay, so with binary, we always start at 0. So every bit is 2 to the whatever bit place that is. So so if this is the 0 bit, this is the 1 bit, 2 bit, and 3 bit, right? So in order to count for 0, we don't add anything, so everything is 0. For 1, as you can see here, in order to get this 1, we're gonna have to add this 1 up here at the top. So we're gonna put a 1 here, and everything else is 0. Let me know if I'm losing anyone. Good. Okay. So, oh, whoa, I did it wrong. Sorry. My bad. I caught myself. Alright, so I caught myself. Just chill, guys. Just chill, guys. Okay. So 2 to the 0 is 1. So this is 2. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I could do that. Okay. I'm trying to show that this row at the top is in, and I clearly can't do that. Okay, so I think I can. I'll never give up Monday. Alright, cool. So, alright, so because 2 to the 0 is 1, that's why we have a 1 at the 0 bit. So for 2 to the 1, that is technically a 2. So we're gonna put a 1 at the second bit, which is kind of weird. So this is the first bit, second bit, third bit, fourth bit. So at the second bit, we're gonna put a 1 there because it's considered as a 2, sorry. And then and then we keep going. So if we want to add 1 plus 2, so we want to add 1 plus 2, we're going to add a 1 plus 2. So as you can see that it carries over to the next one. And so once we get to 4, we know that 2 to the second is 4. So we put a 1 here and then place the zeros at the empty spots. And then you keep going. So 5 plus 1, so you know that 1 up here. 4 plus 1, so you know 1 is at this place. So you bring that all the way down. And then bring the 4 down, which is 5. And 4 plus 2 is 6. So you bring down the 4. And then the 2. And then you should get 6. Did I lose anyone? I don't know any other simpler way to explain this. If anybody else has a simpler way to explain this, please share. No one. Cool. Is it? Say it again. Yeah, I tried to mention it like I have it red for the end, so 2 to this place. So wherever the 1s is, yeah, so I guess I can do it like this. 2 to the 1, 2 to the 0. So because you have a 1 at the 0 spot, and then we can do 2 to the left to right. I get what you say. I got you. I peeped it. Sorry, guys. I just got off work. I peeped it. Alright. I think I got it now. Let me put this here. Thank you guys for helping. Alright.
Alright, so does everybody understand before I continue? Clearly I need a brush up on this also.
Okay, so alright, so right now we have 4 LEDs. So we're gonna consider these as LEDs. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. So we're gonna consider these as the LEDs, the ones that's yellow. So the LEDs that we already hooked up, so we have 4 LEDs in a row. So we want to count up to 3. We could do something simple. So we're going to count up to 3. So our first line of code will be make sure everything is off. Open. Okay. So our first line of code would be make sure everything is off. And to make sure everything is off, I'm gonna put them on low. And so the next thing we're gonna do is turn on the first LED, which is considered as a 1. So we're gonna copy and paste this and make sure that the first one is off. And right now we have the first one, whichever you have as the one far to the right. So I don't know how you wired them up. So my far to the right is 13. So we're gonna turn this on. And then the next step will be turning on the second LED. And then we're going to turn on both the first one and the second one. And this is counting up to 3. So we're going to send this code to the Arduino. You probably want to make this a little longer so we can see it transition. Whoever joined in late, 1,000. These are in milliseconds, so 1,000 meaning 1,000 milliseconds equals a second. Hear the ending. Okay, alright, great. Alright, so for the binary clock, we're gonna count up to the max is 59. So that's the highest for your seconds or your minutes. So the highest it'll go up to is 59. So we will have to we're gonna have to be able to count up to 59. So I guess you can have a cheat sheet for you, like I have, and I can send this out to everyone on an example, and then we can be able to fill everybody's in. Well, everybody can fill their own in if they like. So Still is your friend. So. So, basically you need 1 through 59, 0 through 59, and then you have to fill them all in. Y'all can do that on the side. So and we can continue on with the wiring for each of the minutes and the hours and the seconds next week. But I wanted to talk about how you want your project to look, so you can know how many LEDs you need for your project. I sent out plenty of them. I don't know if you're gonna go advance and add some more. If you need any more, just let me know. I can send them out to you. I'm not gonna charge you for them though. Okay, so let's see here. What do I want to do? We can do paint. Okay, so so the binary clock that we had, it was really simple. So you would want minute hours. If you want just hours and minutes, that's fine. You can do hours, minutes, and seconds. It's going to be a little more difficulty, so if you're a little advanced or you feel like this is easy, I feel like I spelled that wrong. Please somebody correct me if I did. Okay. So control what? So the seconds are optional. So you can have 2 sets. So you can have okay, cool. I want to select them, please. Cool. Why did I choose paint? Somebody explain to me. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this. There is a way to copy and paste. There you go. Okay, so I had set it up like this on my Arduino. So a little more LEDs than usual. So for an example, if you want 12:59 with 59 seconds, I guess we can do that. You would want to make sure that you have this row as your 12. I mean your 1. This one as your 2. This one as your 5. And so on. So the way that we counted up to 8, the max you will need is 9 with your LEDs. So 9 would be probably this one, and this one. So that's your max for 9. So starting from the bottom going up. So this will be your 1. This will be your 8. So 8 plus 1 is 9. So that'll be the max that you'll light up. So you can do it this way. Another way that I've thought of that could be a little simpler. Okay, so another way it'll be simpler is probably the long way. So the max number again is 59. So once you do your chart, you'll know how many bits it is. So this is up to 32. This number right here is 32. So for us to get 59, and I'll send this out to everyone so you don't feel left out. So it's 32. So 59 minus 32 is 17. So we definitely want the next highest thing is, so we go 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So 16 is too much. This would be your 16 right here. So we would want 8 to be lit up. So we went from 59 to 17. So 17 minus 8 is 9. So we want to add 9 to this. No, I'm not adding it right. Guys, you're supposed to correct me, man. You're slipping. You guys are slipping. Alright. Clearly. Alright, so 59. What is that? Well, this is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So 59 minus 32. Yeah, that's right. 59 minus 32. That's 27, not 17. Guys, you gotta help me out, guys. Help me. So, calculator's your friend if you ever want to use it. All right, so 27. 16 minus 27 is 9. There you go. So now we do not want you guys. Goodbye. Okay. So we want 9. That's how much we have left. So we know that's 8. And we're gonna add a 1. I feel like I still did that wrong. Nope, I didn't. Okay. So I'm missing 2. Guys, I'm slacking. I need some sleep. Okay, so we have 1 right here. We have 2, so that's 3. We have 8. So 3 plus 8 is 11. Yes. Okay. 16 plus 11 is 27. Yes, that's 27. So 32 plus 27 is 59. There you go. So this is the max number that you max LEDs you'll have to light up at the same time. I mean the last set of numbers that you will light up at the same time. And this can be your minutes and seconds. So this will be duplicated at the bottom. So this is 59, and you can have this as 59. And then for 12, you just have to do 8 and 4. So 8 and 4 is right here. So it's good to know what type of design you want to do beforehand, so it'll be easier for you to code. Any questions? Anybody lost? Everybody good? Is anybody like doing this with me besides Derek? I don't know if anybody else is. Say it again. Is anybody else wiring, like doing the examples? Wow, besides Derek, because I. Okay. Right. Is everything working that you have? Did you check that? Oh, okay. All right. Cool. I gotta see who was talking. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, that was backwards. So, it's 6:30. So, guys, do you want me to ask any? You can ask any questions, or do you feel like it's hard? I don't want to start something. Get into real detail this week. It was just an intro of everything. So, does anybody have any questions on how this project is gonna look? Do you guys want to see mine? I finished mine up. Alright, I can do that. So, on the far right is the seconds. So that's 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. And then you'll notice that it'll go towards the other end where the minutes are over here. And the hours. So that's the first design that I showed you guys with the 4 LEDs for each of the placements of the hours, minutes, and seconds. Instead of having one straight line for all to count up to 59. So this is one way you can design it. It was really took a lot of little patience is what you need. Patience.